Okay, video 2, signs and symbols. So in this cast, we're going to need if you have a printer, you can download and print off the worksheet. If not, just a piece of paper and then maybe access to seeing the worksheet. So we're going to think carefully about how you can visually communicate the two descriptors on the worksheet for this lesson. We're going to think about the shape of the sign, then we're going to think about the colours, and then finally we're going to think about the actual presentation drawing. So we're going to do about 5 minutes thinking about what ideas you can come up with. And then the second task is to come up with a presentation drawing, a neat presentation drawing of the final design. So you're going to need a piece of paper, or you can download the worksheet. So if we just get the worksheet up so you can see. So you can see on the worksheet, if you've got it up on sign and symbol, it's going to look something like this on the side. There we go. So you can see there's one already done for you. So we want to come up with some ideas. So this is something sharp. So I've drawn out a series of ideas. So we've got a little spider diagram, thinking about all the things that could be sharp, whether that's a guillotine, it could be a pin, it could be a knife. You get pain if something like stabs you in your fingers. It could be a sharp suit. You get plaster on there. It could be a warning sign as well. And then I've got these little pictograms illustrating something sharp. And then I've got my presentation drawing on the right hand side, which I would have to add some colour in there. So the two we're going to tackle for this lesson is be quiet. So we have to think about the category as well. And then we have to think about maybe hot objects. So we just look at one of them first of all. So if I'm trying to illustrate the term to be quiet, that's the task. So we've got be quiet on here. I might think of all the things associated with being quiet. So you could start with a little spider diagram, thinking of those, or you could go straight into the drawings if you wanted to. So if I'm trying to illustrate this, I might think there's like old sayings. So it could be as quiet as a mouse. So I could kind of illustrate that. So there's my little mouse on the side. I might draw somebody's head. There we go. And I might try and draw maybe something like I'm not very good at drawing hands. Maybe their finger, like they're saying, you've got to be quiet. So there's the hair, they've got the finger in front saying shh on the side. Or I might illustrate maybe, again, somebody's mouth. We might have like a plaster over their mouth on the side, something like that. There's the hair. Or I might come up with another idea. To be quiet, it might be something to do with a speaker. I don't know if this will work. And I might put a line through it. It might be that if I draw another person, there we go, I might put a speech bubble here on the side, but then I might put a line through it to say you cannot speak. But again, that might go away from the word to be quiet. So you're trying to come up with ideas related to this. If you're going to do the other one, hot objects, you can think of things that are associated with hot. So it might be a radiator, it might be a pan, it might be a thermometer, and so on. So you're trying to illustrate what that might be. Now, if it's the category be quiet, obviously it's not going to be a warning sign. So I'm going to be thinking about a mandatory sign, something that you've got to do. So straight off, it will be some form of circle eventually, and then I will put my symbol on the inside of there. Okay, so try and come up with, you can do a spider diagram, words associated with the term be quiet. You can have a go at drawing some symbols, some pictograms, and then think about the category, the shape, and the colour that it needs to be. Okay.